Hey! Okay, so today I am back to share one more tip to help you gain more likes on your Instagram posts and reels and possibly even your IGTV videos. And but before I do that, I just want to mention that I'm launching a membership website soon where members will get unlimited access to all the e-courses that I've written and filmed about Instagram growth, influencer marketing, and my background's in psychology and marketing, so social psychology for social media. Okay, so if you're interested in that, check out the link below this video. Okay, so on to the tip. This is something that I see a lot of fashion influencers and beauty bloggers and really food bloggers doing, but it's something that a lot of people can do, and that is to tag relevant brands in every post that you publish. So obviously fashion influencers will tag all the brands that they're wearing, and makeup influencers or beauty influencers or bloggers will tag all the makeup brands that they're wearing, and food bloggers, same thing. They're going to tag all the brands for each ingredient that is in the recipe that they're posting an image of, and quite possibly even the brand of the plate or the silverware or the linens that are on the table. You know what I mean? So obviously this is a really good strategy because they're getting a lot more likes from the brands that they're tagging, right? And also it's a great introduction to your brand if that brand doesn't already know about you, which can eventually open doors to partnerships. But that's a whole nother video, okay? So I just want to back up for a second there. What happens is when you tag brands is they're going to get a notification that you tag them, right? So of course they're going to want to check out what the image is, and that, in and of itself is going to generate a lot more likes than if you had not tagged them, okay? So, I think you can tag, I want to say up to 15 other brands, or maybe it's 20 or 30. I can't remember off the bat, but when you tag brands in your photos, you're going to be getting more likes for the reason that the brands are going to see it, and they're going, their social media manager is going to probably like the photo, right? And the other reason is that any of their current followers or future followers are going to potentially see that image that you tagged them in on their tagged tab in their profile. So if you're tagging Nike, for example, anyone that is following Nike can go to the tagged section and maybe see your post. And this works really well for accounts that don't get tagged a lot. Obviously if it's an account like Nike or Adidas or Sephora, they're probably getting tagged a lot. But with brands that don't get tagged a lot, that the chances that your post is going to get a lot more views in the future is higher, because if a lot of people aren't tagging that brand in their post, then your post is going to be high up in that tagged feed. See what I mean? And so I just always recommend using this strategy, because yeah, the brands are going to like your posts, and so you might get like 10 or 15 extra likes, but chances are that people that are following that brand or are following them in the future are going to see your post are really high. And if they like that brand and then they see your post, there's a good chance they're going to like your post and potentially even follow you too. So I definitely recommend using this strategy as often as you can. On that note, I wouldn't tag brands that are completely irrelevant to the post. So for example, if this image right now that you're looking at, I could tag any brand that I'm wearing, right? Like Frame jeans. I could tag my Canon wireless remote. I could tag this blue Yeti mic. I could tag Apple. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't, for example, tag Crate & Barrel, because I don't have anything from Crate & Barrel here right now. My table is from West Elm, so I could tag them, but I'm not going to tag Crate & Barrel because that would be irrelevant. And the problem with that is you could get marked as spam. We never want to be marked as spam. Every Instagram profile has a trust score, and you really just don't want to mess with that, okay? So If you're going to use a strategy, make sure you're using it in a way that reflects the image. So, you know, you're going to see, if you look at big accounts, they're pretty much tagging brands and other profiles in each and every photo, and lots of them. So this is a strategy that really, really works, especially if you use it consistently, because again, you're going to end up in that tag section more likely than not, because, you know, some brands will, you know, remove the tag or whatever, but most aren't going to do that. So chances are you're going to end up on their profile, and that's a really good thing. It's a really great way to get more likes and more followers. Okay, so keep that in mind. And of course, if you have any questions about the strategy, leave it in a comment below. And if you have any other questions about Instagram growth, feel free to leave that in a comment below too. And I will definitely do my best to answer your questions going forward. Okay, that's it for today. Again, if you like this tip and you want to check out the link to that membership website, I'm going to put it in the description below. So stay tuned though. I will be back soon with another video. See ya.